Hey guys, Kendra and William here. Come along with us as we go to Philadelphia, check out some famous spots, and then we head on over to Camden, New Jersey to Adventure Aquarium and feed some hippos.
Nashville Airport, and it is chaotic. We normally don't fly out in the evening. Our flight was supposed to be at 7:40. Our flight was supposed to be at 7:40, and we were coming from different directions. So I was coming home to the Nashville Airport, and William was coming from Memphis to meet us at the Nashville Airport, or to meet me, I guess, not us, so that we could get here together. And both of us had traffic and chaos, and we're running behind. And then I ended up getting a text saying that our flight was delayed an hour. So we have got here, and we're going to go have a little meal over here at Old Red, because we do have an hour now, and listen to a little bit of music and start off this weekend adventure right. Stay tuned. We've got a whole little loop around New Jersey, and then we end up at the Blaze Jack-O-Lantern Festival in New York. So it's going to be a fun weekend. I'm not sure how long this little peace sign has been here, but I like finding things that I haven't paid attention to before.
I didn't think the trolley was all
We are in Terminal C.
Let's fly to Philadelphia. So we have an early start the next day. We are going to go see the Liberty Bell, go run up the Rocky Steps, have some lunch, and then feed some hippos. Super exciting day.
Good morning. Here we are in Philadelphia. So we are starting our day out going in to see the Liberty Bell, and we're super excited. So I'm going to turn you around and give you a little view of where we're going. Spin around the park. So we parked, walked up beside the visitor center. Ready to go in. We got to go through a little security line and then all the way back to see the crack in the bell.
Next stop is the Rocky statue over near the Philadelphia Art Museum. There was a nice guy out there taking photos for tips, and he had all the fun poses. I really appreciate people that do that.
Next stop on our adventure in Philadelphia this morning, we are here at the Rocky Steps. So we are right in front of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. And if you find parking, finally, you can come over to the steps to the right. We just stopped and took pictures. I'm going to step you over here so you can get a glimpse of this. We stopped and took pictures with the Rocky statue right there. There was a nice guy there working for tips. So I'll share those photos with you. And then we are going to run up the steps because, well, if you're in Philadelphia, you might as well run up the Rocky Steps. Okay, that run up the Rocky Steps was a little bit in slow-mo. As soon as we got out of the vehicle, William's ankle decided to lock up, and it was like, no, you can barely walk across the street to even get to the statue. And then we get to the bottom of the steps, and he's like, okay, let's go. And like, we ran up slow-mo, obviously, you could just see that. But I'm way more out of breath than we should be from just that little bit of steps. But anyway, I just wanted to show you a little bit more of the art museum. Like, just the colors up here are so beautiful. Such detail. And then we walked over here and checked out this statue. It's Anthony Wayne. It says that he died at 49 years old. So we are going to go back down the steps and go check out that monument over there. And then we'll head on to our next adventure. We've made it down to the statue. There's still the Rocky Steps over there. So it's just across the street down to the statue. These are really beautiful. The moose. Lady with a net. Still no sign of what this is. But one hoof up on the horse means what?
Because they were wounded in battle.
So if we figure out who this guy was, that should be his story. These buffalo are absolutely gorgeous. Little guy up there with feathers in his hair. So it was moose, buffalo, elk, and what's on the other corner?
It's like cows.
Some longhorns. Oh, that guy's cool. The one in between those. He looks like he has an alligator.
Yeah. There's a bear too, though.
Oh, an alligator. And a bear.
It's a grizzly.
I do think the alligator's my favorite. Is that a little sign there? Okay, we found a little sign.
The bronze monument portrays the nation's first president, George Washington, and his role as commander-in-chief during the Revolutionary War. The allegorical figures on the pedestal represent Washington's era in American history. The groups arranged around the lower levels show Native American people as well as animals and plants of the period. The monument was donated to the city of Philadelphia by the State Society of the Cincinnati of Pennsylvania, a group of descendants of Revolutionary War officers.
Absolutely beautiful. So we are going to continue on. Our next stop should be Gino's and Pat's, so we can have a showdown of who is really the best Philadelphia cheesesteak in Philadelphia. We'll be back soon. And we've made it downtown. So there is a rivalry between Pat's King of Steaks and Gino's. Both of them are absolutely sure that they have the best Philly cheesesteak. And we are going to go and make our own decisions.
Starting out at Pat's King of Steaks, we decided to go with a regular with provolone without onions. I had to cut the volume there because the trash truck there in the back was super, super loud.
How cool is this? We got our cheesesteak and then we got our fries and water at the next window, and we came over and seen this little monument. How cute. Next up, we're going to go over here to Gino's. Can you salt these fries real quick? Stop and get a little bit of salt on our fries. Look at that. Beautiful. We got the little bit of cheese whiz on our fries. Now we're going to hike over to Gino's, get a sandwich over there, and have our little lunch. I did this a few years ago on a work trip with an awesome coworker, Heidi, and I do remember which one I think reigns supreme. But we are going to see how my taste buds might have changed over the years. They're both delicious, though. Okay, it's time. We have our Pat's King of Steaks and our Gino's steaks. So we didn't go traditional because we are not really big cheese whiz fans, but we did get cheese whiz on our fries because, well, cheese whiz on fries is good. I've already sampled them and they're delicious. Check out these cheese steaks. So I have the Gino's. Check this bad boy out. That looks very good. Delicious. We did have to wait a little bit for this. And this is more like long pieces. They didn't chop it up very much. So long slicey pieces. Lots of fat showing in there.
And here it is, Pat's. It is chopped up very fast. It was like ready in seconds. So.
Yeah. So we didn't even have time to walk down and get fries. The Pat's was ready. So what do you think is going to be best? Just dive right in. Delicious. I'm killing both of them. He's playing around. This one is definitely super greasy. Oh my goodness, all the grease. So, feel like I drip grease everywhere. So, first bite, reactions, what do you think?
Pretty close.
Pretty
close to
close?
the same thing.
This one's so greasy. So the Pat's is very greasy. What do you think? What do you like best?
They're pretty close. Pat's is greasy.
I think I like Pat's better. Just saying. But I'm pretty sure that's what I liked the last time too. So, anyway, they're both delicious. So we are going to continue eating them. And all these yummy cheese fries. And we'll be back with you shortly. Hey, we've made it to our next stop over at the Adventure Aquarium in Camden, New Jersey. So behind us is Philadelphia. I'm going to turn you around so you can see better. So there is Philadelphia. Drove over this beautiful bridge. William called it the
Blue Gate Bridge
instead of the Golden Gate Bridge because he's funny. We just went to the Golden Gate Bridge a couple months ago, so it's absolutely gorgeous. But now we have made it to New Jersey. To that little sailboat over there. Pirate ship looking thing. And once we go into the aquarium, they have a couple of hippos here that we are going to go feed. So the hippos are named Jenny and Button. And Button is from Mexico. And then Jenny is was actually born in Animal Kingdom. So you all know I love some Disney. And we need to go visit these hippos. So we're a little early. We're going to go through the aquarium portion. And then our feeding of the hippos happens whenever they are shutting down for the day and the hippos are going to wherever they spend the night at. So we'll learn more once we get in here. Check out these little blue penguins. They are riding the wave current. It's so beautiful.
I'm so excited because my board game.
What's on his nose?
It's funny.
They're called the little blue penguins. They weigh 2 to 3 pounds. Absolutely adorable.
Little blue penguins.
What you get?
I got the headphones.
I thought he was going to come right up by the window, but he was like, I'll go right on top of the rocks.
Fish that looks like it has blue veins. That's a big old grouper.
Well, it's time. I found the stingray exhibit here at the Adventure Aquarium. And you know what I would have to buy? Fish trays. So they say you put them between your fingers and put your hand flat on the bottom of the thing, and then they will come over and get it. So I guess William's going to go first. Who are you trying to get?
I don't know.
Did you pick a favorite stingray?
No, I did not.
Can you do both of the eyeball ones, please?
Okay. It felt like a little fuzzy vacuum.
Fuzzy vacuum. Cute. Yeah. I'm not up for touching fish eyeballs. So we will let the husband do that.
I think this guy, I thought he was excited.
I thought you were going to try to get that big guy. That's definitely what you would try to do. Go down, he'll get you. Two fingers. Two finger touches. How beautiful they are. Okay, my turn.
Okay, and we are helping Kendra pick out the stingray. So the big one, you know, his mouth is so far back that it's hard for him to get it. So maybe pick a little bit of a smaller one. There's right there. He's coming at you. You might get this other big one. Oh, and he got you. Yes, he is. He's very pretty.
The other fish. Oh, gross. It's so gross. Where'd he go?
I think he's right there. Is that not him right there?
Hold on,
Yep.
dude. You have to make another circle. I'm coming down.
He's hungry. He says, oh yeah. Oh, fuzzy vacuum. Did you enjoy it?
Yes. I always have to feed the stingrays. They're so fun. So now we're going to pet some and adventure on.
You never really know how long it's going to take to do an aquarium or a zoo or something as adults. I mean, if you have kids, you have to, point out different things and pay attention to their schedules. But as adults, sometimes we're there a little early. So we just hung out for a really long time watching the penguins. There was different types of penguins. And then we came across this axolotl. I'm super excited because I don't recall ever seeing one alive, in a place like this. And it is the mascot for the Girl Scout incentive this year for the cookie sales. So I'm super happy to actually see one. It's finally time to go into Hippo Haven. It is the most exciting part of my day. We are going to check out Jenny and Button in their habitat area. And then in about an hour, we get to go behind the scenes and feed them.
decided to come down with me. Do you dare to cross the shark bridge? Ah! Well, this is fun. To make this corner. Ah, you probably shouldn't walk backwards. You know what's more fun than a shark bridge? Doing it twice.
Looks like way over there is some stingrays. They do a stingray shark encounter here.
It's Tom. We got to go behind the scenes. There was a father-son duo that were doing the same thing, so you'll see them in our video too.
Coming in first. Already you can see that size difference. Not only is she so much heavier, she's much taller and longer than Bucky, who's coming in right behind her. I'm going to take more than one leaf at a time for two reasons. It's easier to throw because it's heavier, and they are impatient. So it is nice for them to get a couple pieces at a time. And then you can throw it underhand, overhand. You cannot hurt them with lettuce. Most people have luck with kind of balling like a softball. So if you're ready, they definitely are. Come back over here, bud. Thanks so much.
You got this, baby. Good job.
Nice.
going. He's ready. She's ready. She.
So try to take a look in their mouths when you're seeing them nice and big and open like that. You'll see up front we have all of these tusks that they're going to use for defense. And then further back in their mouths, they do have 32 to 36 molars in the teeth that they're actually going to use for chewing. Now, they can eat up to 100 150 pounds of food a day in their native range in Africa. They don't get quite as much here, but the food that we have for them is more nutritious.
She says you're slow.
Than the grasses that
She
they
says you're slow.
eat. So they are still getting between 15 and 20,000 pounds a day.
Give it a shot. Ready? I got it.
Outside, so everyone gets a chance to feel it.
Okay.
You take a bunch more.
Good throw.
Yeah, it's amazing the size.
Right? It really is incredible. No,
You
human
got
being,
this.
but smaller, has absolutely no problem holding her own.
No.
A lot of the vocalizations that they make are going to be at a frequency that's too low for us to hear. So at one point, we had someone who came and put microphones in the water to see what we were able to hear from our hippos. And taking those recordings and pitching that frequency up so it's within our range of hearing, we found out that they are communicating almost constantly. Pretty wild.
That's like similar to where whales are.
A lot of them will be at either a very, very low or a very high frequency that are also often outside the range of our hearing. You want to change?
It blew my mind when he told me they were supposed to land.
Right? Isn't that incredible? Hippos have evolutionarily been around for about 3.5 million years. So they've been holding it down for a while. It is theorized that after we started seeing marine mammals coming up onto land, that hippos were pretty early on in that development. I'm trying, sweetie. They both have their pros and cons. Button opens her mouth a lot smaller than Jenny does, but then Jenny's got kind of a tougher spot to get through.
They always choose these spots.
For the most part.
Okay, Charlie, ready?
Oh, nice.
And that's going to have a lot of antibacterial properties, and it's also going to act as a sunscreen for them. So it's going to help protect them, and it also means that if they get a superficial cut or scrape, they're going to heal incredibly quickly. And then a lot of people are surprised to see that they have these like whiskers on their face. The technical term for those is vibrissae. Those are going to function similarly to like whiskers on a cat. It's going to give them some sensory information about what's on the ground that they're grazing from. And I think it's fun to point out that one of the trademarks of being a mammal is having hair at some point in your life. Every single type of mammal has hair at some length, shape, or another. Even something like dolphins, who are famously hairless animals, when they're first born, they have a little bit of mustache. It falls off pretty shortly after birth, but they still hit that qualifier of having had hair at some point. This could be a number of things. They know that after this, they're getting their hay. This is pretty much the appetizer to the rest of the dinner. So sometimes Jenny in particular will tap out a little bit early. She's done with the greens and she's ready for that full course meal.
Right.
Now, I mentioned earlier that Button is the more dominant of the two and that a lot of their vocalizations we cannot hear. So sometimes it could be that Button is saying something to Jenny. We don't know what it is. And this may be the response that we're getting from her.
Hold on. We got this.
When I said earlier that you might have a chance to feed them, because they always have a choice. As you can see, their pools are open. They can choose to go back into the pools and not come over and see us at all. And it seems now
Ready?
that Jenny is choosing not to continue participating, which is totally okay. We're not going to force them to do anything they don't want to do. We can't, really, but also we don't want to. We want to make sure that they have a lot of choice and control over their own lives.
Go. Ah.
Just a few selfies here with Jenny and Button. And then, as a fun treat, whenever you get done with your hippo encounter, they let you pick out a painting that one of the hippos has made. There was tons of them to choose from, and then whenever you flipped it over, you got to see who had made it. And then that night, we just finished off with a Chinese dinner over near our hotel because it was late, and of course we have a big day tomorrow.